He told us at the sit-down on Tuesday that he's looking to exchange, that he's going to bring the fight to Manny, but Manny also told us that same day that he plans to do the same thing because he says this fight is extremely personal, given the comments that Thurman made about crucifying him. What do you like with both men? If both men walk up to each other in exchange, who do you feel like? How do you see that play out? If it's that type of fight.
It's a dog, like a dog war.
Right, dog fight.
Yeah, dog fight.
Just throwing down.
I can't see Manny Pacquiao doing that. Nah. I can't see him going there and just standing toe to toe at this.
He knows he's 40 and ready.
Yeah, I mean, his chin's been cracked a few times already. He's got wear and tear. I see him trying to cut the ring, use his angles in and out, and trying to outbox him to a victory. I don't see him standing toe to toe. You haven't seen that Manny Pacquiao in a long time.
Shawn Porter, Errol, Spence. How do you see that?
I think that's an even matchup. I think that's even. I think it's an even matchup. After I seen Spence's last fight, he did good, but I thought he was gonna knock Mikey out. I just feel like he did his thing, but he didn't look dominant. Even though he won all the rounds, but he didn't look like how he looked against Peterson.
Did you learn anything in that Errol Spence Mike Garcia fight? Because a lot of people like yourself just said, well, I was expecting a knockout, but a lot of people, for example myself, I thought that he proved he could box very well, and we haven't seen him do that. Not because he couldn't, but maybe because he didn't have to in other fights. But I feel like he outboxed Mike Garcia.
Yeah, he definitely outboxed him. He outboxed him. He outworked him. He did everything he was supposed to do to win. But since he fought a guy who was 2 weight classes smaller, even though Mikey's a good fighter and never lost before, you just expect certain things. Especially, you just destroyed Peterson, you know?
Right.
Now, if you did that to him, it's like, oh. But it was like, okay, it's like you see something here that you could work with. It's not really what people are saying, you know what I mean? So to me as a fighter.
Right, so based off that experience, you would say the Errol Spence and Shawn Porter fight is 50-50 in your eyes?
I would give, I think it's a 50-50 fight, but I would give Spence the slight favor just because he's fresher.
Yeah.
You know, Porter's been around, like we've been around, like we've been fighting each other, like so Spence is a little bit, but like I said before, I'll get Spence an edge, but both of them throw a lot of punches. Both of them are physically strong. Spence is just he hits harder, that's it. But I think style-wise, it's gonna be a good fight. I think
you brought up Errol's last performance, but Shawn's last performance was also, there was a lot of questions that came out of that. A lot of people felt that Ugas actually won the fight, a big majority. What do you take from that fight? Did you happen to catch that fight first?
Yeah, I watched it.
And what'd you make of that performance of Shawn Porter and Yordenis Ugas?
I thought it was a close fight, but I thought he won.
You thought Shawn won?
Yeah, I thought Porter won. I thought Porter won by, it could have went either way, but I thought he won.
So it was close enough for you to say it could have gone either way?
Yeah, they were both busting each other up. It was a good fight. It could have went either way.